What are some interesting or fun Christmas traditions you follow? I'm the youngest of 6 kids, and for a while, after our Thanksgiving feast we would all put our names in a hat and blindly draw for who bought who a present for Christmas that year. It was a great way to connect my only sister with all her brothers and my young baby boy self with the older siblings I didn't live with for very long. I live abroad in Scotland, but I'm from NZ. We start the day with Jaeger bombs. Not even sure where or why it started in my partner's family, but I don't mind it. Don't eat the Christmas cookies before Christmas. My birthday is on Christmas Day, and every year since I moved out of the house my dad made a chocolate chip cookie casserole for the family, and a mini one for me. My daughters would love to decorate the entire house, but I was always anxious to get them put away as soon as I could after Boxing Day, so I told my daughters that it was bad luck for the whole year if you went into it with your Christmas tree up when the clock struck 12 on New Year's Eve. So they always made sure it was down and cleaned up that day for fear of having bad luck rain down on us for the next 12 months. Worked like a charm. We, and everyone else in my wife's family, have an advent calendar made by their grandmother. It's a big red felt rectangle with a big green felt tree silhouette and 2 rows of pockets along the bottom numbered 1 to 24. In each pocket is a small ornament to pin on the tree. Everyone takes turns putting up an ornament a day. The best part is we'll be on vacation somewhere and someone will see a small trinket and we'll add it to the collection, and now there's a memory of that trip every Christmas. I watch The Goonies every Christmas. Not sure why. It's not a Christmas movie, but I started about 25 years ago and now my daughter joins me for it. I guess it's just that feeling of childhood nostalgia it brings that I associate with Christmas. We also watch Stickman numerous times too. I highly recommend it to anyone with children or just a beating heart. Beautiful story. Every Christmas I take a break from wanting to kill myself for a day. It's pretty nice. I follow if you can't spell the gift you want to get, there's a 100% chance you won't get it. Every year we make a Christmas CD, where each family member picks 3 songs to add. Then we would add it to our Christmas card as a way for family and friends to have a unique insight into each of us that year. We eat cheese and watch the Band of Brothers box set on Christmas Eve. Depressing watch, but I look forward to it every year. Making and drinking wassail, hot, spiced apple cider, on Christmas Eve. Being mad at everything fun. On Christmas Eve my mom let us open the smallest present. Anyone watch Seinfeld? Yeah, we do Festivus every year lol. When I lived at home, Dad would get a new square frying pan every Christmas. Then he would cook us breakfast on it. Also, on Christmas Eve we would get together with extended family and each adult would bring 1 gift for each kid. The adults would all bring $20 in scratchy lottery tickets and we would mix them up and scratch them off while the kids played with their new toys. My sister-in-law is the only one who actually wins any money lol. We open 1 gift Christmas Eve, usually something like new PJs or something to wear that night or use that night. Then we watch Polar Express and my wife delivers hot chocolate during the hot chocolate song. For Christmas dinner, which we do on Christmas Eve, we eat a clove of garlic to keep the bad spirits away and a spoon of honey to stay sweet all year. As a kid, I made it my own tradition to hide the garlic. Staying home eating Chinese food and watching movies. Not exactly the most interesting, but certainly been fun for our family. My next door neighbor is one of my sister's best friends, and every year since they've been kids, even before I was born, my next door neighbor comes over to my house and we have bacon sandwiches and talk about all the gifts we had. Now my sister has children, they go next door and she gives them their gifts. The tradition has held strong for so many years now that even though my sister now lives in her own house, everyone congregates at my parents' house, and last year when she decided she wasn't coming down for the morning, she just had a new baby, so it was easier for us to go to her. My neighbor came over to the house so we could all drive up for a Christmas morning sandwich. I don't know why this tradition started or quite how, as it has always been a thing since I've been alive, but for about 24 years it's happened, and this year Christmas won't quite be the same, being that we aren't able to do it this year. Better that than death by COVID, however. My son and I enjoy jigsaws, and a couple of years ago his nan got us a 100-piece jigsaw. I don't think she realized it was a little below our skill level. We thought it was hilarious, and now every Christmas Eve we break it out and see how fast we can finish it. Managed it in 7 minutes last year. My wife and her family open a box of chocolates Christmas morning and eat them while opening presents. I just sip my coffee and avoid the diabetes. Me and my family are going to watch A Christmas Story. I love it, it's my favorite Christmas tradition. A treasure hunt for our big presents on Christmas morning. My sister's father would write letters from Santa giving us clues to where the gift was, and we'd have to just keep finding new spots until we found the last clue. 6-year-old me would literally die with anticipation on Christmas Eve. Negative. I loved the treasure hunts. Every Christmas, no matter whose house we would be at, we start and Nerf war with everyone playing. Even my grandparents get into the battle, and then the joy of finding Nerf bullets we lost brings back the memories. Old pagan tradition that got rebranded as a Christmas-ish/Christian thingy. At the beginning of December we grow wheat on a plate, or anything that can grow quickly. Frankly, this year it's lentils of zero chill. On Christmas Eve during the night parents cut the grass grown from those, and in the mornings kids would notice the passage of Santa Claus. The reindeers ate the grass. It's pretty much the cookie and glass of milk thing, but for Rudy. It used to be done for other purpose though. People feared the crops would never start again after winter, so they would grow a tiny batch during December and place it on the field they would sow after the new year to encourage the newly sowed stuff to grow, just in case they forgot how to do so. It's kinda cool and fucking dumb at the same time, but it has great value education wise. You watch something grow every day for a month, which is amazing at a young age, teaches you patience, gives you kind of a reverse countdown. Simple but effective. Go through stockings first, then open presents. We make beignets for the kids with hot chocolate for breakfast. We always have sushi for Christmas Eve dinner. I don't know why, but I love it. The place where we, my whole extended family on my mom's side, get it from packs it in these giant circular takeout containers, and it always looks so fancy. My family has a tradition of buying one another the absolute worst Christmas cards we can find. We then declare a winner based on how insulting, distasteful and offensive it is. Bonus points are awarded if the card is bigger than A4 sized paper and it has more than one page with written text inside. The cheaper the card, the better. We celebrate solstice. What's Christmas? My grandparents have a tradition of letting the grandkids choose an ornament from their tree every year, beginning with their first Christmas. They'd put a little label on it with the year and our name, and keep hanging them on the tree. Then the first Christmas we each live on our own. They box up all the ornaments we've chosen and give them to us. Grandkids get a beautiful box of ornaments full of holiday memories to start decorating their own Christmas trees, and grandparents can keep buying fun/pretty ornaments. Win/win. I hope the tradition continues with subsequent generations. We watch Home Alone 1 on the 25th and 2nd on the 26th with the family. We make porridge for breakfast, but with Bailey Irish cream in place of milk. Great way to start the day. But only on Christmas. Each Christmas morning my dad does this excruciatingly long countdown from 10 before we're allowed to open the door and see the presents. Except he counts down in quarters, and when it gets to 1 the intervals become even smaller, like 1/10, 1/20, 1/30, until finally it gets to 0. Both me and my brother aren't exactly little kids anymore, but the anticipation is never less exciting. My mom would always have me open one gift every Christmas Eve. It was always an ornament and we would hang it in the center of the tree. As a kid my mom and I would make reindeer food, which was just like oats and some other stuff, and we would go in the backyard to sprinkle it around to attract reindeer. We would also go on the Santa Tracker website and my parents would use that as an excuse to get me to bed early. I'm hoping to do stuff like that with my kids. My family is in a weird place. My mom is Christian, but Russian Orthodox, so Christmas is in January and not that huge of a holiday. My dad is Jewish, so we also celebrate Hanukkah. Our December Christmas traditions are mashups of generic American Christmas and Hanukkah, with a sprinkling of Russian winter holidays. We have advent calendars with chocolate, but we save them up and those chocolates are what we use for Gelt. On the first night of Hanukkah we have a 12-dish feast. Basically everything we eat for the month of December is either fried, BC Hanukkah, or pickled, BC Christmas. Divination on Christmas.